All right, what's going on, guys? I'm gonna try something new. I'm sitting here parked. I'm trying something new with the audio too, but I want to talk about a couple things. And I'm trying to only sit here, make the video, so I don't have to do too much editing. That's why you probably guys aren't gonna see me. But the thing I wanted to focus on the most, I want to talk about quitting and give you guys some practical advice, on how you could purchase a home for literally $10,000 or $20,000 is all you really need to get saved. I know. Now, there's a lot of people who are gonna be quick to say stuff, so let me explain that when I get down the road. And then stuff about the, trading setups and kind of the worst thing. So I might make 3 different videos here, or I might just cut it into 3 different videos just because I know I don't wanna make it too long. But first I wanna talk about quitting because, one, I've quit a lot of things in my life. I know a lot of people who were great at stuff and quit, and people who sucked and should have quit. But the thing I'll tell you guys right off the bat, the point I'm trying to say is if you do something, you're never going to get anywhere quitting. I said this in an interview with Vlad, and I've said this a lot to people. It's just like a farmer who plants a seed, and after 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, even a year almost. In a year, you should see something. There should be a seed, but some people, they're ready to quit after not seeing anything sprout after a month, a couple weeks, even 3 months is usually 3 to 9 months is when I see people quit. And I'm talking about everything from stocks to real estate to any task, really. And I'll tell you guys now, don't expect to ever see anything come to fruition if you quit early, and I understand it's hard, believe me, someone coming from someone who's had a lot of failure in life, this is not always going to be easy. So, but that's why you have to make sure you're doing the right thing. But at the same time, look at your life. If you started many things and there's a pattern of quitting, or stopping, the coach was mean, this person was this, and some of you'll notice that too. It's everybody else sometimes, right? But I'll tell you are never going to get anywhere. And I don't mean that to discourage. I just mean that, this should be a kick in the butt to say, yo, yeah, maybe that's me. That's the best. Those are the best types of realizations sometimes. It's hard to accept, but I hope you guys do, because that's the thing. It's just a bad reflection sometimes. When people say, oh, like this doesn't work. I know this is like, well, how long did you do it for? I don't know too much. Think about the reward you're trying to get. If you're trying to make a living from sitting at home, staying at home, not having to have a boss, not having to work in, that is a huge reward. Don't you think it will take a lot of work and a lot of sacrifice? And, time is one of the best currencies to value things in. So just think about that. That's one thing I wanted to say. There's that. So what time are we at? That's 3 minutes. So, okay, now I guess I might be able to finish this in. Next thing is the real estate, because I was talking today with Gio, shout out Gio. And he was just talking, he's about to be in this next pledge class, and he was talking to me about how he was saying, oh, like I got this much money saved up, and I was like, oh, like he's like, I just need to get this. And I had that one kid, you're a peasant. Shout out, you're a peasant. It's funny when I say that out loud, actually. But he asked me about getting a home, and he said, yo, I'm saving money to get a down payment. And that's fucking awesome to hear, first of all, from all of you guys. When I see people saving money like that, that's fucking awesome. That's what you need right on the first step. And now here's what a lot of people don't know. The dynamics of buying and selling a house. You can get a house for $20,000. Now, granted, this is what I mean to say, you can even get one for $10,000. What you'll need is an agent, one who's your friend, or you become your own agent, which is why I advocated it in the past. 2, you're gonna need a monthly income. Simple as that. Because you're gonna need to pay the mortgage, so that you're gonna be getting a loan. And that's another part. When I was talking to Gio, he didn't understand the fact that, think about the concept of how you guys could buy and leverage out homes. So I'm gonna talk about that, and then I'll talk about how you guys could get it for $10,000, $20,000. I already gave you guys the 2 things, but think about this. If you buy a house with the whole concept, this is how I did it when I was young, 18 years old, you could get a loan for $350,000, right? And now you put 10% down to 20% down. 20% is going to be $60,000 on a $300,000 home. So you put down $60,000, you get a loan pretty much for $240,000. So you owe the bank $240,000. So, and now some of you may not know this, but some people don't. I know this may seem pretty remedial to some, but some people don't get this. Think about this. That house goes up to $400,000 in value. Somebody's willing to pay. Someone bought the neighbor's house for $400,000. That house is now worth $400,000. Think about it. you could go sell that house for $400,000. Somebody will literally give you $400,000 cash, or they get a loan to get the money and they still give it to you. But now you take that $400,000, give the $300,000 or $240,000 you owed to the bank, and what is the rest? Profit. You get your down payment back, and then whatever on top of that's the profit. But then again, if you buy and sell within 12 months, there is a capital gains tax. It's just like day trading stocks, ironically. That's how it is any asset. You know, you make a gain on anything holding it less than 12 months, you will get a capital gains tax, which is very, very steep. So there's that part. That's how in the basics, that's how you make money, you know, leveraging with real estate. And you obviously got to be careful, because that's why I say you got to have income, and usually the underwriters and then the loans will have that, but you know, some people get into crazy shit. But you just need to have that money to pay for the mortgage. And then if anything, that house value goes up. Really, the profit comes from what you owe on the loan and what the house is worth. So you see how it can become very, very lucrative for some of you guys. So there's that. And now, as far as using $10,000, $20,000 to get the loan, you got to think a $300,000 home. Well, there's first-time buyer credit. So if you're a first-time buyer, you could get anywhere from 1 to 10%. I'm going to make a video with Kenneth. I'm going to see him on Saturday. He was a student in the trading fraternity from the very first class. It's funny, he wanted to live at the house, and I told him no. I said, you know, you need to go get a job. This isn't going to be the best for you, because I want you really making money elsewhere, so then you could use it in doing that and other stuff. And he did just that. And you know, we're about to go, we just got him approved through my brother's bank. We're getting him a loan, and he's about to get $450,000, which is amazing. And you know, he has the option to put whatever he wants on the down payment, and what that option reflects is just going to be the monthly payment. So if he puts a low amount, he's going to have a high monthly payment, and vice versa. But the fact is, you just only need $10,000, $20,000. And now I'm the agent on Kenneth, and you know, I'm going to be able to hook him up on the commission, give him a kickback, and usually on all my purchases, I'm my own agent. So that house I just put an offer on, $390, got accepted. I'm getting $15,000 back from that no matter what. So if I put down 10%, which is going to be $30,000, I'm getting $15,000 back. So effectively, my down payment's 15 grand. So yes, you think about it. You get a house for that much. You put 15 grand down. Your payment's $2,500 a month, $2,200 a month for 12 months. That's going to be another 24 grand. So 10 grand plus 24 grand is $34,000. If you have $34,000, you could effectively purchase that home and have the ability to flip it for 12 months. Think about it. So that's the thing. So if you have 10, 20, 30, 40, you know, I'd say probably to be safe, and if you want to deal with like 300,000 and up houses, you'll need like 20,000 saved up. But, and you know, come talk to me. You know, one of the hard parts of getting the loan, and then also finding the houses, doing it in the right area, making sure there's value proposition. There's more that goes into it, you know. So don't think it's that easy. But that's pretty much it. You know, I'll go more in detail. I have to give a shameless plug. You know, if any of you guys are looking to get a house, you guys are looking to get a loan, even refinance, I'm a lender. You know, I give money out, and I work with a lot of lenders, you know, and I do private lending, and I do hard money and stuff like that, because people ask to borrow money from me all the time. But if you guys need a loan on a house or refinance, I could totally hook you up. I got an S&P 500 bank backing me. We could definitely, you know, assuming you have, it'd be normal underwriting standards, and anything riskier, you got to have assets to back it up. But there's that. So where are we at? We're at 8 minutes. I think I could go a minute and a half to, I'm gonna cut it off, and I'll make this a new video. How does that sound? So we'll cut it right here. Stay in school. I hope you guys appreciate it. That's just like a little intro to some of these real estate videos. I'm gonna do some of the e-commerce, but you guys gotta give me more specific questions. I need, you know, there's so literally that's why I call me Josh Answers. I'll answer any of your questions, but you guys gotta kind of pull it out. You know, I'll give you what you want, and I'll tell you now, this is the difference. You know, I'll tell you now, I'm only gonna give you guys so much, because just imagine if this is what I'm giving you now. There's a lot more I discuss with the brothers, and in the program we do that. And not to kind of, I don't want to make it seem like, oh, you better get in, act now, but you know, you guys got to pull it out of me. As simple as that. Ask and you shall receive. So stay in school. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you share, subscribe, like, do all that good stuff.